Oh, good evening, folks. Good evening. Come on in, come on in, come on in. How are y'all doing tonight? Hopefully, this thing is broadcasting, man. We are getting the platform up and running, and we're trying to get this thing right. Come on in, folks. Come on in, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, this thing is broadcasting right. Doc, how you doing? Come on in, Doc.
Hey, I'm here. I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you, man. Look at you. Look at the birthday girl.
It's the 44, 44.
Oh, come on in, Doc. Come on in, man. Good deal, good deal. We got people coming in, chiming in. Want to thank everybody for coming on in tonight to the Riding with KSolo podcast show with the one and only, the infamous, the famous, the birthday girl herself, Doc Remy. Come on in here,
in
folks. Let's get this
in
show
the
started.
building, and it's my birthday.
And it's her birthday, man. Come on. People working on their birthday? Come on, man.
See,
Oh, my
KSolo?
goodness. I know. Hey, folks, we're having some little technical difficulties, but we're going to get it worked out. We got Bolo joining us tonight. How you doing, Bolo? Thank you for joining us, sir. If you could hear us loud and clear, gives us a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. Hey, Kinky Harley Black, man, she's with us tonight, man. Just finished that ride around. I think they did South Carolina, Georgia. I don't know what it was, man, but they was riding. That whole crew was down there. D Bell, how you doing, sir? Good deal. Come on in, folks. Come on in. And thank you for joining us tonight. Let's see who else we got. Come on in. Come on in. We got to get this thing up and running. Gar, how you doing, sir? Come on in. Come on in. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the show tonight, folks. Let's get rid of some of this administrative stuff, some of this legal jargon. And Doc, how you
Yes,
been?
sir. I've been doing wonderful.
Good. Man, once again, shout out for the 44th birthday right there, man. Feeling young, feeling good.
Yes, sir. I hit the gym this morning at 2:30 this morning.
Oh man, I see you up in there, man. You got me motivated. I'm like out there walking. This rehab is going. We're gonna get it worked out. I'm gonna be back in that gym right there, pumping that iron with you, man. Staying strong and fit.
That's right. We can't be on the show promoting health and each one teach one, and we not living it ourselves, making sure we healthy and taking care of ourselves and making sure we ready and prepared to get on these motorcycles.
That's right. That's right. Because that's one of the things I think people overlook, the importance of sitting there saying, well, this bike weighs 900, almost 1,000 pounds when you're fully loaded, and you just hop right on it, and one bad kickstand down or one bad pull up to a gas station could just be, catastrophic. They're just end your whole riding day and potentially riding your career, man. So folks, get in that gym, do you some leg exercise, do you some workout, find you a I say virtual gym partner, because I'm in a couple of groups where we have virtual gym partners where we motivate and push each other to go to the gym, and we check in at the gym.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Good deal. Good deal. So listen, Doc, this young gentleman that we have coming on tonight is actually out of your neck of the woods. Do you mind just go ahead and kind of introduce him to the folks tonight?
Absolutely. So tonight we got a guest on the show. He's out of the Nashville set. Out of Nashville set. He goes by the name of Lost Dog. I have not personally met Lost Dog, but I've seen pictures of him with people that I have seen around the set. Um, and we just haven't been able to cross paths. So I am interested to learn about his legacy. And someone told me, hey, this guy has a great story. It should be told. It needs to be heard. So you should get him on the show. And hey, here we are tonight. We're going to bring him on tonight. So without further
That's right.
ado, if we're ready, let's bring on Lost Dog.
I think we're ready. Lost Dog, how you doing tonight, sir? Come on in, Lost Dog. We got you. Lost Dog, can you turn that camera? I don't know if we got his audio up. He's on mute.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing about being live, folks, is you know, you have these technical difficulties, you have these things where it's unscripted, you know, it's unscripted, and yes, we do a pre-production. There you go, Lost Dog. Lost
I was
Dog, can
on
you hear
mute.
us?
See,
You was on
I'm
mute.
really tech ignorant on this stuff. I had to get my son to do almost everything
No.
for me.
Hey, sir,
After,
you are good. Let me just have you turn that phone sideways,
Well, I got it
rotate that
sideways, I
phone,
thought.
turn it the other way, sir. There you go. There you are. There he is, folks. There he is. Lost Dog right there. How you doing?
Let me get this thing straight here. Hope it
That's
stays.
good right there. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, there we go, folks. We are up and running, man. But before we get this thing started, I want to welcome a couple of people that's coming in. Once again, we got Bolo, we got Kinky, we got D Bell, we got Gar with us, we got Ernest with us. How you doing tonight, sir? Everybody sending a shout out to a happy birthday to Doc Remy because tonight is her birthday. So drop that happy birthday in there.
Doc.
thank you, everybody.
That's so
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
good deal. Good deal. Nurse Tip, we got Joe and Bev on with us out of the Tennessee too. We got Light that on with us, man. We got Joe fam, man. Congratulations, Joe, man. Those certificates are rolling in, man. You're gonna be one of those SCMA go-to during the annual event next year, man. So you got to make sure you're gonna be there. Good deal. Good deal. All right. Well, listen, folks. Lost Dog. Man,
Yes,
if
sir.
you would please introduce yourself to the audience. Introduce yourself to the audience tonight, sir.
Well, they call me Lost Dog, aka John Minnis. I started this motorcycle life back in '72, and it's been ups and downs, ins and outs, and up and down. I done had a few cherries, and like everybody else, like they say, them ain't but two kind of bikers. Them that's been down and them that's going.
That's right, sir. That's right. And you started back in. Now you are, and we have to go ahead and acknowledge this. You are a Vietnam veteran. Is that correct, sir?
That's correct.
And who did you serve with when you was over there in
I
Vietnam?
served the Air Force, Pacific Air Command. I was a security cop, base security,
Okay.
air base
Okay.
security,
Yes, sir.
more
And
or
you
less
did 2
guard duty.
tours?
I did a tour and a half, got sick, and had to come home.
Okay. Man, well, you was over there in that jungle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, just a couple times in the bushes, they call it. Most of my duty was around air bases and radar sites, protecting them.
Okay. Okay. Well, sir, first we want to thank you for your service. Both Doc and I are veterans, served in the United States Army. And Doc?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for your service.
Thank you so much. Thank you all for your service. We all
Yes,
got
sir.
that bond that we'll always have. So,
Mm-hmm.
And you know, we always have this running thing. Yeah, we always have this running thing. You know, D Bell gonna chime in.
Yeah,
Go Air Force, man.
yeah. I'm gonna cut you some slack tonight, Lost Dog.
uh,
I said I'm gonna
We're
cut
gonna
you a little
respect our
slack
elders,
tonight. Yeah,
man.
we're gonna respect our elders tonight and respect you and your service. We're not gonna talk about you because you know in a different branch.
yeah, I know. I've heard it all. I've heard it all now. And, you know, it's all in fun. Nobody gets mad. We just try to rough each other up a little bit.
That's right. We all brothers and sisters in arm.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
right.
Brothers and sisters in arm.
So
I used to tell some of them
Yes, sir.
jarheads.
So Lost Dog.
I said, we're not so bad when the Air Force come over protecting y'all. I went, oh, y'all good then, Joe? Yeah, I know we good. The Air Force come in with that close air support, we send it to you.
that's
We
right.
got to keep them safe.
Hey, Lost Dog, you are
Yes.
100. You are now 100% disabled veteran.
Yes, I am.
Okay. Good. Can
Yes,
you?
ma'am. A couple things happening. I got that black water fever over there, and I didn't get this until way up in my lifetime. Uh, they made a new criteria, and I fitted it, so here I am. They
Man, I know.
it's just according to where you were. I was in the Central Highlands mostly, and I had a stint up in Delot, and I think that's what got me because they had that damn old Agent Orange hanging out up in that area, the Central Highlands, and they thought I might have got a taste of that, so it all worked out.
That's right.
Right. Lost Dog, if I could, sir, could I have you just angle your camera a little bit more to your left? To your left, just turn it a little bit more to your left because that light behind you is kind of a little bit bright and it's kind of fading you out. Yes, sir. We were looking good last night during pre-production, man. I don't know where you were at, but I'm like, that was beautiful.
I'm sitting
To
in the
your
same
left, yes, sir.
place.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Turn it to a
sitting in
little
the
bit to your
same
left.
spot.
That light behind you, right? That light behind you is kind of fading you out, so we can't see it to your right. There you go. That light
Hey,
there.
Wesley, come cut this light out over here.
This one?
Yeah. See if that's it. How's that?
There you go. There you go. That's what
All
we
right.
had. There we
Thank
go.
you, man.
So listen, Lost Dog, we're gonna jump into this thing, man, and we want you to start out just telling us your legacy, where you started out motorcycling, first club, the region that you was in, and kind of how you got into it. Just build us up into your legacy of how you got started into this motorcycle culture for over 50 years.
Well, I was actually taking I've been married a couple of times. My first set of kids out on an outing to Beach Bend Park, which is in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And that weekend they were having the national motorcycle races. So I got them tickets to all the little rides, and I said, well, I'm going to the races. Does anybody want to go with me? No. I said, well, I'll go by myself. And I was watching the races, and this one guy came up on had a twin engine 750 Honda, had two engines on this one motorcycle. His name was Superbike Mike. And when he got through kicking butt around there, I said, well, I got to have me one of them. And that's how I got started. I think it was about 3 days later, I was at the Kawasaki dealer, bought me a 750 Kawasaki, which I should have never done. I should have bought something bigger, but it was. But that's what I tell them now. Hey, if you start out, just buy what you're gonna ride, baby. Don't start off with a small bike, or they will whoop you to death. Because you think you can
Yeah, they
manhandle them, you
will.
can't manhandle them little things. They will do you in.
That's right.
Right. So you jumped out on one of them 750 cows, huh?
Yeah, it's two-stroker at that.
Oh man, a two-stroker, man.
Yeah, I said it's
Listen.
fast. That's it. It was too fast for the kids. They didn't know nothing about no motorcycles. It does to me. I don't know. Well, I think it threw me about 4 or 5 times. The last time it threw me, I just got up and shot it. Wouldn't bought me a bigger bike. I did. They laughed at me. What you doing, man? Damn, this damn thing is killing me. It hurt my right ankle. Every time it hurt my right ankle. I just said, what am I doing?
Well, don't feel bad.
Man.
Hey, Lost Dog, I started on a Sportster 883. And then when I joined the club, they told me, we got to keep stopping for you. So you need to do something about that. So
Yeah,
I went up from the Sportster and moved on up to a Dyna Super Glide, up to the Softail, up to the Road King, then the Electric Glide. So I agree. I could have did myself a lot of favor by just getting a bigger bike when I first started.
From Jump Street. And I've ridden all of them. We had a talk about the Harleys and the Hondas and all that. Well, I rode everything out there. I rode whatever I could afford at the time, just as long as I had two wheels under me. I did not care. I've had, a couple of Harleys and mostly Hondas and Suzukis. And but like I said, I've ridden them all, and I really have no preference. Just as long as it was two wheels and I was rolling, I didn't care.
Right, right. What would you say was probably much been your best bike that you've ridden in your tenure of MCing?
The best handling bike I've had was 1100 Suzuki, GS 1100 Suzuki. Won a lot of money with that bike too, but as far as handling, that was the best handling bike I've ever been on. Like I said, I've ridden Harleys. I had an old bag I bought from a guy. It lasted about a year before I blew it up. And other than that, I've had Honda Shadows. I like the Honda Shadow because they was just durable.
Right. Now you also was a street racer, correct?
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
back in the day when I was a lot younger. I had a GS 750 Suzuki I raced, but my best money winning bike was, believe it or not, was a 750 Super Sport. But I had it, jacked up just a little bit. And like I said, we'd race over by Hadley Park. And, when the little bets started coming down, I watched the guys and just sit there and watch who I wanted to race. Because a lot of them had more mouth than they had heart. And I knew if I get out there on them and just put that bike like I know how to do it, I was going to win that race. I don't care what kind of bike he had. I beat 900s, 1000s. I beat them. As long as I'm out the hole before you. I get out the hole before you, it's over. And that's the way I started out. It's over. I ain't letting you in front of me.
Oh man, you stayed in it, huh?
Yeah, I stayed in it. And like I said, that old Super
Man.
Sport, it would just take off, man. It wouldn't just sit there and like the guys had those bigger bikes, sit there and we rev them up and burn the tire and everything. They go up in smoke. I'm gone. Okay, I'm gone. My bike's up the road, And like I said, if I get in front of you, you're not getting in front of me. You'll be end up in the bushes or something. I'm gonna get this $100.
Right. And who did your motor work? Were you a motor man yourself? Did you build your
No.
motors? Did you tweak
I was
it?
no good at that. I'm trying to think of that old boy out there in South Nashville. Matter of fact, I bought a bike from him. I can't think of his name now. It's a white guy. I bought that 750 and took it to him. He jacked it up to 883. And I could still ride it on the road and on the street, but it had a little more oomph than that 750 did. But didn't nobody know that but me. So
Right. Okay. I
I think
love it,
that's the
man. I
reason I
love
can
to
jump
hearing
on top
about
of the
that.
big boys.
Right. Because that's what kind of got me started. My neighbors used to have those Kawasaki's and they would stretch them out. They would take the springs off of them, put struts on them and lower them down and stretch them out. They had that chrome fender on them, man. And you just see those things just going down the road. And then they had the old Kirko exhaust on them that was always loud and waking you up. So I knew when they would come home. And I look out the window and they come in and just be out there having a good old time.
Had them Kirkers on there, baby.
Kirkers, yeah, man. Good deal.
So, hey, Lost Dog, let's jump in. So now you started riding. You done came home from the military. You started riding. Tell us about the Cobra MC. That was your first club you joined. What did you have to do to earn your colors, and how did you end up in that club?
Well, I was just out riding that 0750 Kawasaki I'd bought. I'd had it about a month or two, maybe 2 or 3 months. And we're out West Nashville for something. And I passed by this place, the old Metro Motel, what it used to be. and saw this old guy standing there at the door with his bandana on his head, a little motorcycle sitting out there in front of the place. So I stopped. And that's when I lost my ever-loving mind. Because I met P-Town Imp, the Providence Pimp. He said, come on, ride with us a little while. And I did. And I stayed with him for 8 years. But as far as I had to go through probation and all that, I wrote, hung out with him about a month or two before I decided to join. And I had to go through probation. And they had several of those different things. They would assign you a member, and that's who would be your sponsor. And the thing with them, you had a 6-month probationary period, or you could point out, and you get 1 point for every 100 miles you rode with a member or with the club. Of course, you could lose all those points by one screw up, and I lost a couple of them, couple of 100 points along the way. Get right up about 80, 90 points and mess up or something, or be late. And all them good points are gone. You got to start all over. So that was that part. And we didn't do nothing crazy. Like, after I became a member, anybody else that came in, we would never ask you to do anything we wouldn't do ourselves. I'll just put it like that. And at the end of your probationary period, we had to Halley Park. They'd wait till a bunch of people get around you, whatever about the street races and everything, and they bring our mascot out, which was a very young rattlesnake, and drop your colors off in there, in this like a aquarium. That's what we had, one of them big aquariums. Drop your colors off in there, and they said, there they are. Get them, Cobra. If you want to be a Cobra, get them. That's so I just reached in there and snatched him up. He was on one end of the thing, my colors was on the other. It didn't matter to me. I'm over here. And that's how I got mine. So, and then
So
it was all up down the highway then.
You telling me they drop your colors in a cage with a live rattlesnake?
That's right.
Man, shit.
That's how you had to get them.
Wait, did you know this? Did you know when you were probating with this club at the end?
Yeah,
that's what you had to do.
When you're probate, you got to feed that snake. You feed that snake once a week.
Oh,
you
okay.
gotta feed that snake. Yeah.
Okay. Now we're getting the gist of it. So
little thing cage with little white mice. You had to reach in there with it. Club meeting was every Saturday. If we weren't traveling. If we was traveling, it was on Thursday night before we go down to the Free Spirit Motorcycle Club.
Right.
And drop this little rat off in that cage and watch a snake. Hit it in about a minute and a half, it's dead. And he had it ate up in about 10 minutes. But you took care of that snake. As long as you probate, that was your job, taking care of that snake.
Man. That's the first I've heard of that. Now I've heard of some rough ways of getting your cuts and earning them.
Well,
but
that was the Cobra way.
That's pretty awesome to hear.
I like that.
And then the point system, that you used, lose a gain. That's pretty interesting. Never heard that before. If anybody out there heard of some type of probate period like that, man, just kind of give us a thumbs up. Say, yeah, you heard of it, or you got something familiar with it, or maybe some of you out there, maybe even listening in, may have be familiar with that tactic. But sir, you started out where at your motorcycle journey, your club life?
It started out with the Cobras in Nashville, Tennessee.
In Nashville, but now you also once you joined them, you affiliated. Well, I'm gonna say affiliated, but you kind of rode along, tag along, felt more comfortable with certain organizations. Which organizations did you kind of frequent or visit?
Well, during the Cobra section, we were mostly like up and down I-65. At that point in time, there was only one other black, pretty big motorcycle club in Nashville, and that was the Roadrunners. We came in number 2. Then the El Amigos came in. Then this club started building up. Now, part of this area that we went to was mostly Huntsville, Birmingham, and Louisville. No, we didn't do much in Indianapolis. Columbus, Ohio. We went up there to heavy metal a lot, and heavy metal and the Trojans. Hung out with those guys.
Okay.
And they at that point in time, I'd run into some Naptown Riders, but they weren't in Tennessee yet. They hadn't moved the chapter down here. Now we only had one chapter of the Cobra Motorcycle Club. It was only one. That was the one in Nashville, Tennessee. We did. Well, I'll get to that later when we start talking about trips. We went to Lexington, Kentucky, to the King Cobras, and we tried to get them to come over to us, and they was trying to get us to come over to them, and it just didn't work out. But
this was back during what, 70s, 80s.
This is from 62, and I left that club in the 80s. In 1980, I think is when I left that club.
Okay.
And after those years in that club, it was a bunch of clubs in Nashville then. Asphalt Cowboys, Black Demons. It was a bunch of them pop-up clubs, A lot of them didn't last, but it was a bunch that came up. Now, other clubs in Middle Tennessee, like the Godfathers, we used to hang out with them every year. That was our thing, That they have they function every Father's Day, and they still do. And I go down there every once in a while just to hang with them, to see who's left. Most of the guys I know are my age are dead and gone, and I don't, really know the younger guys anymore. But we up in Ohio, Akron, we used to love to hang out with the Afro Dogs. And then when I was riding alone, I just hit everybody I could, I'd be just a loner, just riding in, see what's up. The Afro Dogs and the Zulus was my go-to place up in Ohio.
So, hey, Lost Dog.
Yes.
When you say, okay, so this was after the Cobras. You did your time with the Cobras, correct?
I just lone wolf about 3 or 4 years.
Okay, and then you became an outlaw, correct?
No, I joined Naptown Riders.
Okay.
Naptown Riders was in Nashville, Tennessee then, and I knew, a few fellas in there. And I joined them, and we lasted about 7 years.
So you know Ramrod, correct?
Yes, my God, yes, I know that fool. He and I have this love-hate relationship, because when I was joining the Naptown Riders, he called himself a probate buster. I said, well, you can't bust me, dude. I don't care, what you want to do. Me and him almost would have gone to blows at times, But, we still love each other. You understand what I'm getting at? Yeah, buddy.
Right.
Wait a minute. My phone twitching again. Come here, Wesley, help me out. I think this heat from this phone is... we didn't get the right camera.
You're good, sir. You're good. If you could just hang on the back,
I'll
get
just
yourself
hold it,
centered,
man.
you'll be good.
Okay. it started sliding off the
Okay.
mount. All right. Yeah, but he's one of the few guys that's still around that I hang with. And yeah, me and him got this love-hate relationship, Ramrod. But we still hang out with each other.
Well, I asked, we had
Right.
Ramrod on the show last week.
Yeah, I heard. I can't wait to
But
see him.
man, that's how we do it though, man, because we trying to capture these legacies of you gentlemen that's been in the cultural that pretty much paved the way for us, that kind of got us started in it, man. And we just want to thank you for that. So the best way that we can try to do it is just capture your legacy, hear your tales, and put them to audio and visual, man. Put them in the archives.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. My wife's here now. She
Yes,
had a meeting to
indeed.
go to. She's made it in.
Oh, there she is. There she is.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, do me a favor. That light behind y'all,
That
it's
light, that light.
glaring, it's glaring you out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There we go.
There we go.
There you go.
Hi, happy birthday again.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Sorry,
indeed. Yes,
sorry I
indeed.
wasn't here the whole time. Universities are starting to implement risk insurance in universities. I'm an insurance agent, so if you guys need motorcycle insurance, please call me. I'm with State Farm, 615-833-8888.
There you go, folks.
There
That's
you
what
go.
I'm talking about.
Well,
That's what I'm talking about.
and to that point, we try to get these clubs to even try to, especially the younger members, get that insurance,
Life insurance.
because we tired of these fish fries and and everything trying to get somebody buried. You know what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Lot of
Right.
these people, they don't. I think they think they're gonna live forever or whatever, and you really need it, especially in that doing what we do, and like it in just a second. You take old brother Sweat. We went to bury one brother. He was a road captain and came home, went to work. Never made it to work the next day. Car run over and killed him. So that didn't have no insurance and that kind of thing. And it just gets next to me sometimes.
Mhm.
Right. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Well,
Folks, we have no other than Lost Dog on with us tonight. Folks, we're sharing his legacies and journey. We just had his better half join us tonight, and we want to welcome her. We enjoyed the conversation during pre-production with her, and we are looking forward to hearing some of her tales and some of her adventures along in the culture. So just stay tuned, folks. We're going to be right back in about maybe 30 seconds. So just hold what you got, folks. We'll be right back.
What's up, everybody, including Lottie Dottie? You already know what it is. It's your boy Retro. We in the building, and you already know we ride with KSolo, the rider. It's a privilege. It's an honor. Make sure you tune into the podcast, and you will be inspired. If you don't believe me, tune in and see. Your boy Retro told you so.
All right, and we're back just like that, folks. Just like that. We're gonna pick up where we left off. So listen, Lost Dog. Doc Remy got a question. Go ahead, Remy.
So being here in Nashville and newer to the scene than you were, you paved the way here in Nashville, and you said a lot of clubs was here, a lot of names, Asphalt Cowboys, and other names I've never heard of.
Yeah, they're not in existence anymore.
So my question to you is, why do you think the clubs didn't last here in Nashville? And then when you think about it abroad, why do you think clubs come in and then don't last?
Well, I think it's leadership for one thing. And back then when that first started, that crack epidemic hit, and it destroyed a lot of clubs. It did.
Wow.
Just the dope itself.
Wow.
And we lost several good members out of, I won't give the club name and nothing. I won't give their names, but we saw that club go down because of that. And then bad leadership. Then some of them wanted to go outlaw. And all what you think about that? I said, well, your life gonna change. You better know what you're doing, because they knock on your door 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and say, strap up, you better be ready to go. And a lot of them went that way and didn't say, oh, I don't know, I didn't know it was like this. What I tried to tell you was like that. So,
Right.
and
Now,
I think now the Cobras just disbanded. They are. I was a long time out of the club before that happened. After that happened, they disbanded in Louisville. At the last time they
okay.
were together as a club, and the one reason I was out of that club was because of the president of that club at the time, King Cobra. He wanted to be a dictator, and this was his line. This was his line to us. The majority got the rule, but the president got the last word. Now, what kind of shit is that, you know? I said, no matter what we come up with, all you got to do is say nay. And we just didn't go. They didn't go for it. I didn't go for it. And I was one of his biggest critics. And we drew down on each other in the club meeting one day. And I just told him, hey, you know what? It's time for me to go.
Mm.
So
Right.
that was the way that was. They lasted, I don't know, about 2 or 3 more years. And then he was stealing from the club, and I caught him stealing. That's what really made him mad. I caught him stealing money from the club because like we said, we rode hard for 5 or 6 years. Just rode hard, rode everywhere, and we had our first function down on 12th Avenue North at our little clubhouse. And the first night we had 2,000 people out on them streets
Wow.
because we had rode hard and just went to everywhere we could stop on them 2-day trips, because we all had jobs, had to be back Monday morning for a job. So we
Right.
rode, leave out there Friday, head back home Sunday.
Right.
Anywhere from 2-hour ride to a 6, 8-hour ride. That's that much as we did. Like I said, up and down I-65. And when we had our function, the people just showed up. And we spent $2,000 to pull it off, put $12,000 in the bank. 6 months later, we could have bought that place that we were in for $10,000. He didn't want to do it. We could have
Wow.
bought the whole building
Mm,
for $10,000. I said, let's do that.
mm.
No, we gonna do this. We gonna do that. We gonna do that. And we was always at the odds. So I said it's time for me to go. They said, well,
Mm.
why don't you run for president?
Right.
No,
Right.
Lost Dog don't want to be nobody's president because you're most hated person in the club. You're the most hated person because you're not gonna satisfy everybody. Somebody gonna be always mad at you.
Right.
So I said,
Right. Right.
I'm a
Yes,
soldier.
indeed.
That's what I do. I say I was soldier,
Right.
but y'all can have that. I don't want to
Hey,
be that
Lost,
kind of position.
I got a question for Mr. Mosley from Chop. Chop says, hey, Lost Dog, weren't there some Cobras in St. Louis, East St. Louis area?
There was a Cobra Club, but they were not affiliated with us. There was a Cobra
Okay.
Club in the
Okay.
East St. Louis area. Yes. And we never got to
Right.
party with
Right.
them. Just
And
those guys out of Lexington, Kentucky. And
okay.
I think it was one club up there in up around Cincinnati, Ohio, that had a Cobra League on, and we partied with them 1 or 2 times. But no, we never
Okay.
got with those guys out in St. Louis.
Okay. So Lost Dog, we're gonna just kind of catch up with now. I think we're in the 80s. We're in the 80s, 1980s. We've been in a couple of clubs, and you gentlemen are hitting that 65. Where did y'all go north? What organization did y'all function with up north? And how was that?
Well, Naptown had a club in Indian. I mean, not Indianapolis. They did have, that was a mother chapter in Indianapolis. Had a chapter in Louisville, and we would go hang out over with them, or the Red Devils, or the Red Devils, Naptown, and the other club. My mind's a little foggy nowadays because it's been a bunch of years ago. I'm trying to think.
Right.
Uh, oh, I can't think of that club. I knew that president well too.
So when was that era that you were dealing with, say, the Afro Dogs, the Zulus?
The Afro Dogs, they had chapters in Cleveland and Columbus and Akron, and the Afro
Right.
Dogs, the Zulus did. The Afro Dogs had a chapter in Columbus, Ohio, I think it was, and they were some pretty cool dudes. They were pretty cool. They were kind of rough, but
Okay.
they were pretty cool. And that was way back in the day. I saw every once in a while I see you set of them colors somewhere, and you try to ask about somebody, but it's been so long, people die,
Right.
move on, and you don't, you know, can't get a good grasp on them anymore. Like I said,
Right.
a lot
And
of the
that,
people I hung with aren't even around anymore. So,
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Lost Dog. At some point, you became an outlaw, and I don't even want to jump too much into outlaw business per se. But what I want to know is there are white outlaw clubs, and then there are black outlaw clubs.
yes.
And then back in your day, surely there was racism and things going on that was even more elevated than it. Well, it's elevated now. What I mean is, it wasn't so concealed. It was more out and about. And so my question to you is that what were some of the challenges of being an outlaw when you became an outlaw between the black outlaws and the white outlaws and them trying to stop you guys from owning the motorcycle or
Oh well,
riding?
those days have been over. Those days have been over. They started back in my Cobra days when the Outlaws here, the White Outlaw Club, and the Chosen Few, and Grim Reapers rolled up over the El Amigos Clubhouse, and we was having a Middle Tennessee Motorcycle Association, which was a black organization, was having a meeting over there to set up officers and this, that, and the other. And it was like about 200 of us over there. They showed up about 60. We had gotten word said it was not going to be any black motorcycle clubs in Nashville. Well, hell, the Roadrunners was already here. They were already here. So they looked down. I guess they saw, well, the numbers are a lot greater than what we thought it was going to be or whatever. And I think me and C. Byers just started walking up the hill and asked, well, can we help you? Well, we heard this was going on. We just want to see what was going on. I said, it's Middle Tennessee Motorcycle Association. And you can do one or two things. You can come down there and have a beer with us and listen to what we got to say, or get on your shit and leave. And that's what they did. They got on their stuff and left. But that was the only time. The only trouble came, uh, this white club that used to hang out with us, and they were called the Blue Lights, and most of them were cops. They had a
Mm.
clubhouse out off the Dickinson Road somewhere, and not the Chosen Few. I'm trying to think of that club that burnt their clubhouse down. Uh, I can't think of the name of it. Burnt the clubhouse down. Well, tried to burn it down. It didn't burn down all the way. And then come rolling through. And there was a bunch of us over there helping them put it back together. And they just rolled on by, and that was the end. That was the end of any of that kind of trouble. Any of that kind of trouble whatsoever. And our thing is about, well, we'll get to that later, about the Black Outlaw set. Yeah, I rode with him for about 7 years, and like I said, I was on the Dirty Red. I'm gonna go ahead and name this club the Outcast, and we were cool until I don't know what happened. Juke and Big Joe got together and wanted me to be president of this Nashville chapter of them, this Tennessee chapter of the Outcast, and I said no. And Dirty Red heard about it. He said, "Well, you trying to take over, blah 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 this," and we just, it just went downhill from there. And like me and him used to, rode hard together when I was not even in a club. Me and him used to hang out together, ride together. I used to ride down there with him to the, his sets and stuff. And
hey, Lost Dog, so in the 70s and 80s with these clubs and Outlaw and Outcast and different scenarios on the set right here in Nashville, can you talk about
the Outcast in the 70s? The Outcast was not up here yet.
Yeah.
They came about the 80, 85. They had members up here, but they didn't have a set up here. And Dirty Red started the set. And I think he ended up with about 8, 9 members. And Big Hand, all them guys.
This is what I want to know. During those times, how was the fellowship? How was the community? How did you guys get together and have bike meets? Talk to us about the families and the clubs, how y'all got together.
Most of the time it was a club sale meet. Each club would, we had a calendar that each club, went to the little meetings and signed up for dates for dances and field meets. And the field meet was the most family oriented thing we had going at the time, because it's just like a big picnic. Come out and watch guys do dirt racing, and we'd have things for the kids to do and all that. And but that was the main, how we all got together like that. We all supported each other. You come see me, we're gonna come see you. That's it's about like that.
Okay.
Right. Okay. And so my question is, Lost Dog, is the National Roundup. Were you guys attending the National Roundup? Did y'all have a play in it when it came to y'all area? Did y'all help them set up or kind of run it? Because I know they used to have a committee. They had a committee and all of that.
Yeah. Well, we Flying Panthers were part of the one that was the first one that came, the River City Roundup, not the National Roundup. When something jumped off about the Roundup, we went to I think it was Wisconsin for the it was in Wisconsin for the National Roundup, and we were trying to get it in Memphis or in Tennessee somewhere, and all the clubs there voted on. You know how it goes. You've been to the Roundup, right?
Yes.
How they get to the next roundup's going to be. You vote on where it's going to be. Well, we had double the number of people that voted for it to be in Memphis than went for where they went to the other place. And we said, well, how did that happen? And what they were doing, they were counting the people and going out, and they were coming right back in the back door counting them again. And we found out about it. Me and Sunset out of the Hell Lovers found out about it. And he said, you know what? We just gonna start our own. And that's when they started that next year. We started the River City Roundup down there in Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
And we set it off. We had a pretty good party. But we overspent, and trying to make everything right and everything. Wasn't no money made. Didn't nobody making any money, but the vendors.
Right.
I said, who do we have down there? That band that made a Cisco Kid. That's who we had down there. That's who we had to pay. That's who.
Now, I have a question.
That's who our
I have a
Friday. That's
question.
who our Saturday night a band was, huh?
Okay. You said that you guys put on another rally, Riverside Rally?
No, River City Rally in Memphis, Tennessee.
River City Rally.
The River City.
Doc, are you familiar with that?
No, never heard of it. I just wrote it down. River City Rally Roundup.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm writing it down, man.
This might have been before I was born. I was born in 81, so I don't know.
But it's one of those things where clubs talk about it. Yeah, clubs talk about it, and it's still in the area. Hey, like that, Mr. Russell Brown said like that. He said, how long have you been in the present MC club? And I know we're kind of jumping around, but I want to get everybody question kind of answered. So I know your current club, the one that you retired out of, Flying Panthers. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, I'm a retired member of the Flying Panthers.
Right. And how long were you with them retiring out?
I've been with that club 35 years.
Wow.
Okay. There you go. Like that, 35 years, man. That's commitment to the culture right there, indeed.
Wow.
35 years. This is our
35 years.
T-shirt I have on is our 30th anniversary shirt, which is in 04. And we had a real big rally for our 50th anniversary. That's how long we've been around.
Okay. Mr. D Bell shot a question. Mr. D Bell shot a question saying, "Do you still ride?"
Oh no, that ended about that ended about 05, 06. And my knees are gone. It ain't been about 6 years ago. My knees are gone.
So is it your family? Is it your family that told you enough is enough at the age of 80?
No, my body told me enough is enough.
I have to ask this question because it's inevitable, and we're all going to face that time where we're not going to be able to throw that leg across that saddle, sir. How did you feel? And if you could share that personal moment with us, how did you feel leaving that part of you of riding and saying, you know what, it's time for me to let it go? How did it feel? What was your take on it?
I wasn't sad. I just
sad.
Well, I wasn't just crybaby sad. I just knew the day was coming. It was going to come eventually, and I just, just something you got to live with, man. I miss it. Sure, I miss it.
Can I get your wife?
Did you choose a 3 wheels option?
Well, I buried the partner of mine, Butterball, out of the Cobras. We kind of grew up together and rode in the Cobras together, and he died a month or so ago. And I was going to get on a friend of mine's trike and ride in the procession. Well, my dumb ass gets on the bike, gets it out of the yard, and get ready to stop and put my damn foot down without thinking. And when I put it to the ground, I knew I'd messed up. Because off the bike I come, I'm over on the sidewalk and the bike going over toward the fence. I just,
Oh man.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I put my foot down on the ground with a trike, and it was not good.
No, not at
Not
all.
good. And I was just thinking, well, this has got to be easy, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I'd never been on a trike, so I didn't know. It was just interesting. You know how you on your bike and you get ready to stop. You put your foot down. That was the wrong thing to do.
Now on the trike, I wouldn't even thought a trike could go over.
No, it didn't fall over. I fell off it. The bike didn't. The bike was okay. It went on about its business.
Yeah.
I'm the one rolling
Yeah,
around on the street.
Doc, you had a question?
I did. I wanted his wife. I know she's right there. Yes, ma'am. I just want to ask you.
Yeah.
Is it so? The set today, we're dealing with, you know, female riders and male riders, and being on the set and not doing anything that we should not be doing with our brothers and sisters, and trusting your mate if you don't ride and he does ride, and you know. So I just really, as a person that has been through, y'all been married for years. How did you? How many years?
20.
Okay, 20 years. How did you? I don't know how Lost Dog, or even we need to talk about how you got your name Lost Dog. But how did you and Lost Dog pan through him being out here on these roads in these clubs, as a couple?
Well, when I met him, I went on all of the. It's definitely, I think we kind of touched bases on this, and I know your audience may not know. For me, I feel like the bike set is, we all know it's a culture, but then there's this subculture, and a lot of times I think people think it's, of course, this is a man club, man culture. But for females, and definitely different females, because I had never been a part of no bike set, didn't even know any bikers. I really feel like the women on the bike set are really already territorial, even if they don't even have any skin in the game. Meaning, if they're not married. You need to hold the phone. Even if they're not even married or have a man within the club, everybody says that, Dr. Remy. What you just said, so we're not supposed to commit incest. I mean, it's your brother, it's your sister. And I wish they would just stop saying that, because we all know that none of that happens. Brothers and sisters mess around. And I would say it's definitely not easy. And if you want me to, I know you didn't ask me this question, but if you want me to be completely honest, if I had to do it over again, I would not.
Wait.
I would not.
We didn't talk about that. Hey, we didn't talk about that pre-production.
I'll never date another biker again.
We didn't talk about that in pre-production.
Y'all want me to be honest? I'm gonna be real.
You set us up. You set us up with that one.
Oh, well, I'm just saying.
Hey, she said incest. I have never heard nobody talk about incest.
Well, because I'm sorry. Well, I didn't set you up. She said it, and I've been hearing that since being on the bike. Oh, that's my brother. No, that's my sis. All of that. No, it's incest. So yes, it is.
Well, touching on that, we talked about it last night. My advice to new people coming in, new guys coming in the club set. First thing I ask them, are you married? And if they say yes, I said, well, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you a bit of advice. If your woman ain't on with this, don't do it. Don't do it, because your marriage will not last. Now, if she ain't in there with you on this bike set, don't do it. Because it's gonna be hard enough if she is.
Yeah.
Well, you've already answered my question. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, you've already answered my question, because I was going to ask, what advice would you give a young person interested in motorcycle club lifestyle today? And y'all just answered it.
Yeah, well, that part I believe. That's just I trust and believe that with all my heart. Because it's like you said, it's a subculture, it's a different life, and it takes up a lot of your time and a lot of your money, and
Mm-hmm.
it will ruin your marriage if she ain't with it.
And you learn
Right.
really quick that anybody who rides, they really in first fall in love with the ride.
Yep.
So honestly, we say, how do you handle the bike club? How do you handle the love that person have for that bike? Because it takes on a whole new persona for that person who really loves the love of the ride as well, because they can get so enthralled and caught up with just the ride itself. And then here we go. Now we're at different club functions and different club, even our club meetings. And then you have this extra stuff thrown into it. So it's definitely not, I don't think it's easy for any couples to to make it. But I think with anything in business, riding, club, your extracurricular activities, you go back to why. I think we've always loved each other, and then we had a son. So our biggest anchor would probably definitely be our son. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, nice, nice.
You know,
Oh man.
and
Go
then
ahead. Go ahead.
it's the people I've met during the time. We have several chapters. We have 3 chapters in Kentucky, 4 chapters in Kentucky, Louisville, Lexington, and Franklin and Bowling Green. And I got kind of people I can hang out at each set. Now, the Lexington chapter, I don't know that much about because they some younger guys. I only met a few of them, been around a few of them because like I said, I'm mostly retired. But we get up to when I came in, the Elgin, Illinois chapter, Big Daddy, that's my boy. 310, my boy. In Indianapolis, Cute, my boy. You know, had a guy that left our club that I really loved, was old skyscraper. He's a phantom now or something, I think, up here in Ohio. But you meet
Right.
certain people, and they just kind of stick with you,
Yeah.
stick on you.
I definitely have met some wonderful
Wonderful.
sisters
Then
in the bike world, and I know they would always stay and be with me. But it's a lot of sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
a lot of assholes, so
So yeah.
We ain't even got into your outlaw phase yet of OMCing. But
I wasn't
Doc
even.
Remy got a question. Doc Remy got a question. Man. We get it. We're gonna get to it.
I was trying not to go there. Like I don't even want to go there. I don't even know what to say about that. But anyway, what type of offices have you held in your clubs and in your legacy in your journey?
I have been uh, I was nothing but a member in the Cobras, uh, a member in the Naptown Riders, a member in the Outcasts, and my last club, I was counselor, Flying Panthers. I was the counselor, a coordinator, what they call a coordinator,
Right.
and they don't even took that out now because people having problems. They want to, want to talk to somebody. Talk to an old head. And I just advised them the best I could because I wasn't living a quite normal life either. So it wasn't much I could tell them. Um,
Right.
and we started me long distance, 24 karat. Started this Tennessee chapter in '02, Gemini,
Mhm.
and it was just 5 of us, and we started this chapter down here in Nashville, and you know and it has grown. It's different now. It's the whole thing's different. I don't even recognize the bike set that I was part of back in the day. It's just all of it's different now. And
and you
I was vice president here in this Nashville chapter. Me and T-Bone was the president. That's my boy. He lives in Detroit now. He's retired too. And we ran this club with just a very few members. Uh, and like I've always trust and believe, I don't need a whole bunch of people to do nothing. Because when you got a whole bunch of people,
Mhm.
you're gonna have them twos and fews is gonna do the work, and then the mother's just gonna fly the patch. And I can't
Right,
stand people like that. You know, if you here to fly a patch, I don't need you in my business. We need people that's gonna
right,
do the work,
right.
do the job, do the ride.
And also, I have a question for you. How has the perception of motorcycle clubs changed for when you were younger to today?
Well, they still call us a gang, and I've been trying my best to, hey, we're not a gang, man, Just come
Hmm.
hang out with us and you'll see. And but that's people that don't know, ain't been around. They see a bunch of guys on motorcycles, oh, they come trouble. Well, not necessarily. It might be some help, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Doc.
Yeah, sir. So you've been married 3 times, right?
Hmm.
Um, you've been caused to live in various states: Georgia, Oklahoma, Kentucky, Tennessee.
Hmm.
You've been able to witness the different sets in these different states. What can you say about uh, the difference of the sets, or are they the same, or have you been able to learn different things from those sets? And can you speak about those different changes?
Well, it's like when I first got into the Flying Panthers, I was running back and forth. It was trouble up in Elgin, Illinois. We was having trouble. Club members and this, that, and the other at each other's throat about this, that, and the other. And I would go up there and try to, quell the disturbance. But like I tell them, you can't. My thing with my national president at the time was he liked to assign people presidents to their chapter. And I was totally against it. And we had been in rounds about it. I said, let the people pick their own president, Nick, because that's who they got to deal with. And like I tried to tell them, I said, we can do things in Tennessee at our club that they can't do up there, and vice versa. Like in Indianapolis, you get caught standing outside the clubhouse drinking a beer, they're going to take you to jail. Well, you can sit outside our clubhouse with Remy Mar and everything, sitting right there on the ground, drink much as you want to. And nobody going to bother, police ain't going to bother you. But there's just a difference in where you are, what you can do, and this is what you need to learn and know about wherever you out of, and don't go to some other set thinking you can do the same thing you do at home. No, you can't do that. You come, just sit around. All you got to do is sit around, check out, look, open your eyes for a minute. You see what's going on, then follow suit. That's the way I look at it.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Doc, you had a follow-on question?
I did have one more. So actually, I got a couple. I probably could keep going, but I'm trying
We're
to.
gonna keep going. We're gonna keep him as long as we can keep him, Doc. We're gonna keep him as long as we can keep him.
Okay, so I want to know what was your longest road trip? I want to know, why did you stick around with all this different drama? You probably didn't sign up for that. Y'all drawing on each other in clubhouses, and you getting woke up in the middle of the night and got to ride to this city and this state and handle business and what. So 2 questions, I guess. What made you stick with the MC culture? And then what was your longest road trip?
My longest road trip was I had to road from Oklahoma to Nashville, and then from Nashville to Houston, well, about 50 miles south of Houston, Texas. That was my longest road trip that I took by myself. The longest road trip I took with club was let's see, was Cleveland, Ohio. That's the longest road trip I rode as a club.
So what do you think now about these Iron Butt Association doing the four corners, doing the 48 states, the I-10 to the end, all these different Route 66, the east and the west, you know, what do you
I ain't got nothing but love for them. I ain't got nothing but love for them. The dog couldn't do it. I probably would have if I had something to do it with, but no. I ain't gonna get on no shadow or nothing like that and try to make them kind of trips. You need a real bike. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all doing that, man. And I talk about it all the time. I said, man, they rolling. What's that little girl's name that used to hang out with us? We had this little white girl. They just hang around with us all the time. But she was always coming from somewhere, going somewhere. New York, she'd be down from New York down in Texas, riding little helper. My little son was in love to her to run into that red bone
Right,
and
a little
pretending.
heifer. Hey, Lost Dog, we got a question coming in from Bolo. Bolo says, Lost Dog, when club members are at each other's throat, what recommendations do you have for them to get past the differences?
Just, hey, the president need to get everybody else out of that. Whoever they at each other's throat, need to get everybody else out there, sit them two down there, and y'all figure it out. If you can't figure it out, turn them in. Let's go, because we can't have that disturbance in the club. That's just my outlook on that.
Right.
We can't have it.
And now you say you always operated as a soldier, which means you didn't really want a leadership position. You
I
didn't,
didn't want no leadership position.
seek a leadership position. Do you feel as though being a soldier in a motorcycle club is the suit until the politics get involved, or wanting to become an officer, politicking for it, getting these people on my side, your side?
That's right.
You spoke how clubs fell apart before.
That's how they fall apart. That's how they fall apart. I saw the politicking part of it when they would, people, vying for positions and this, that, and that. And like old Zan up there in the Illinois chapter says, dog, half these people wouldn't be here if they didn't have a position. I said, you right. And you can tell the ones just as good just in there because they got a position. I just didn't want that part of it. And the only part of it I wanted was, hey, mount up, let's roll. That's the part I loved.
Right.
That's the part of it I love. Like I used to tell my wife, people in this thing for a whole lot of different reasons. Some of them in it just for the sex they can get, money they can make, and I'm in it for the ride the party.
Right. And I have to ask you this
that's
question.
what I was in it for. I love the ride.
Right.
That was more or less my therapy. I could be feeling bad as hell and get on that scooter, and 45, 50 miles later, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm good. That wind hit me, I'm good.
And that's going to lead into my next question. What is the happiest moment of your life in the motorcycle culture, sir?
The happiest moment of my life. Well,
motorcycle
I'm
culture,
just going to say that, help. You trying to get
Change your language.
you give me a chance to do it, trying to take over.
I love it. I love it, man.
We was down to the Steel Horseman, and Me and my buddy was sitting down there, me and old T-Bone sitting down there having some beers, and telling some jokes, telling a few lies. And she just kind of pranced across the floor. And nobody had ever seen her before. You know how it is with bikes that everybody on the bikes that you done seen 4 or 5 times, you know that they come down there. I said,
Right.
who the hell is that? T-Bone, I don't know. That's the first time I ever seen her. And it was on and popping. I said, well, she was talking to this other little guy. And he acted like he didn't want her. So I gave him 30 days. I gave him 30 days. And he instead of
Hey,
want sitting around instead of sitting around talking to her, he wants to sit up there and shoot pool all night. I said, all right, brother. I'll let you.
hey man, y'all better take heed out here, man. I got an old school OG. Hey, they only get 30 days to step up to the
30
mic, man.
days, man. I'll be
Oh my
respectful.
goodness.
I'll be respectful and kind for 30 days. After that, it's
Oh
on and
man.
popping.
There you go, folks. There you go, man. I love this old school conversation. I do. I do.
Hey, after 30 days,
Uh,
he gonna throw him in the you
Kick
gotta
it to
go
the curb.
you gonna have to grab your girl up out the Cobra pit.
Shit, shoot him out
cause
the
look,
saddle. Shoot
'cause
him
look,
right
he
out
gonna
the
snag
saddle.
him, boy. He gonna
You better
snag
grab,
him.
boy. You better
Hey,
shit
y'all
or
better
get out
keep
the
your eyes
pot.
on the OGs out here, man. These OGs, hey, they know the tricks, man. They know it
Hey man,
well.
I had to go back through my high school and everything, bring everything I remembered out for
I
what
know
line
that's
did I
right. I
use
know
back
that's
then? Let
right.
me see. Let me go back through my little book here and see what I need to say.
Oh, he brought out his little black book, man, little roller deck. I know it,
Yeah,
OG.
yeah, that was always a good move right there. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So listen. We talked about some of your most memorable rides. Share with us probably one of your most harrowing rides, something that you either push the limits or blow out, something where you were by yourself that just made you just grasp and say, man, this biker lifestyle is truly a testament of my man, of me being a biker, or me just being out here doing this lifestyle.
Well, the most, the most. I'm trying to put them together here. The one memorable.
Mhm.
I've never had a bad bike ride. I've had few flats, and I've had a little amount of breakdowns or fuse or something like that. But I haven't really ever had a bad bike ride, except times I
Mm,
went down when I went down a couple of times. But we had a ride going to where were we going to visit the Hellraisers in Memphis, and it was about 4 or 5 different clubs going. I think we were rolling pretty good. My president and the vice president from the Naptown Riders had them big bikes, and they going showing out. And I'm told, I used to be over-road truck driver, and I said, if we get down there near the one the 89 or 98 mile marker, y'all gotta be watching for them police is bad down there. They decided to crank their shit up about 120, 130. As soon as they did, they shot by us, shot by the police. Police come up out of the median. We just kept rolling. They stopped them too. We just, other six just kept rolling. We gets up there and stopped at up the next exit and make sure they ain't going to jail. We get they let them go. They come up here telling us about what happened. And this fool, this vice president of that town rider, he told the cop, he said, man, I'm an old road truck driver. Just kick my ass, do anything, but please don't give me that ticket. So,
Mm.
so coming back, we stopped at this same exit to get gas. And that same cop was in there, but he was on this motorcycle. I said, that's the only reason he let y'all go. He was a rider. That's the only reason he let y'all
Oh,
go.
Mhm.
And that I just remember that ride because we had a hell of a time down there with them fools. uh,
right.
it's like, I don't know, the rider the club is, the more I liked them because they were just more of my lifestyle, you know. There's couple clubs here, I think what they call the Gold Wings.
Oh,
They wouldn't even hardly let me in their clubhouse. You raised too much hell, nigga. And so some outcasts came to town. Some of my buddies from the outcasts showed up. About 16 of them. I took them straight over there. I went straight. They had bottles of Jack Daniels in their hand. You get out there and walked in there. Well, y'all can't bring that in there. They never even stop walking. that damn, what's that president's name? I can't think his name. He looked at me. I know he could have shot me 17 times. This MF, I can't stand you, dog. I said, man, y'all need this is a motorcycle club. Y'all act like y'all running the Waldorf Astoria or something up in here. Couldn't cuss, couldn't say damn or nothing up in there. We ain't having that kind of language up in there. Well, what kind of joint is this anyway? You know?
Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness, Lost Dog. You are definitely giving us to his cut and raw tonight, man. Hey, we got what is this? Lockett Jackson, Tennessee. Selected first MC joining us tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Selective few.
Yeah, selected first. That's
and
my club sister. Loctite. Loctite.
Oh, okay.
selected first. Yeah. I did say selected first, didn't
Yeah,
Okay.
selected first. He said
Oh,
selected
yeah.
few, but I was saying selected
Well, there
first.
used to be a club called
Yeah.
Selective Few up here. You not said that.
Okay. Good deal. Hey, Doc, do you see that question asked by Joe Fam? Can you see that?
Absolutely. He said, "How long you been married, man?"
20 years.
But this your
20
third marriage.
years.
This
Joe.
your third marriage.
Yeah. Add them up. Let's see. Add them up. Add them up. I mean, 17, 20, that 37, and 6. 37
You
and
heard that
6.
37, right? That 37-6, Joe. That 37-6, man.
Well, how many
Oh
times
my
you been
God, I
married?
love it today. All right. Hey, how many times you been married, Joe? Oh, yeah, got the best story. Yes, they do, Mike. Yes, they do, man. And we're loving it. Boot said, happy birthday, Doc.
Thank you,
You still got
Boots.
some birthday wishes coming in, man. You know it. Yes, indeed, Boot. Yes, indeed. We're loving and bringing this show to everybody tonight. We got another question that I'm going to throw at you right quick on the board. Lost Dog. What does
Yeah.
brotherhood and loyalty mean to you? And how has that bond sustained you over the years?
Well, that's the main thing. It's like the bond soldiers have. They never lose that. And this
Mhm.
camaraderie thing with the clubs, even though you pissed off at somebody every once in a while, but hey, we still brothers. We gonna be all right. You know, old Buck Jones. I mean, Buck Wild. Used to have our little rounds and everything, but in the end, we still brothers, you know.
Right.
And got so mad he wanted to jump on me one night. I said, well, go ahead. I said, I know I can't whoop your ass, but if it's gonna make you feel better, go ahead. I'm gonna give you what I got, give you the best I got. Well, dog, man, I'm a little wrong for that. I said, yeah, you dead wrong, but whatever. But you ain't finna jump on that boy because he don't like you.
Right.
Everybody ain't gotta like you.
Right.
So
Man.
that was, I just stopped the fight, and he thought I was interfering in this business, and but me and him cool. We just ride hard together,
Mm-hmm.
and we, I think we were going to Chattanooga to the ride some club in Chattanooga. We ended up the Headhunters, yeah, in Chattanooga, and we ended up at the Outcast. And we hung with them all night. But that's how we were, and
Mm-hmm.
some of the sets, some of the Outcast sets, I don't fool with them boys in Bessemer because they just over the top with their crap, and these boys up here, well, I know all of them, and every once in a while we have to straighten them out, well, this is our set. Whatever you do over there is fine with us. We are not affiliated with any other club. We're a standalone club. We can look after our own. You don't like what's going on here? There's the door.
Right.
Because we don't
Right.
take no shit. We don't mess
Right.
with nobody, and we don't take no shit from nobody. So
Right.
that's just the way it is.
Okay. Okay.
But
I wanted
I love the brotherhood, and you're gonna run into, little nags here and there. And the thing that bothers me most now, this power thing that these uh diamonds have going on, Hey, y'all black, man. You ain't got to do what them white boys do just cause you don't like what they do, or everybody's welcome in our clubhouse. Everybody welcome in our house. And
Right.
and like we said, if you don't like it, don't come in here, cause this is where it's
Right.
gonna be. Everybody's welcome here, but
Right.
your attitude ain't.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, Lost Dog. Can you
Yes,
tell us how did you get your name, Lost Dog? We've been saying all night, Lost Dog, Lost Dog. Please explain that to us. How did you get your name?
well, when I first joined the club, the set, I was been an road truck driver most of my life, and the guys in the Cobras just called me Road Dog. And I got in the riders, and I was riding by myself so much. One of the properties there, named Sexy Ada, she said, "Hey, you better keep up with you. Where you be at all the time? You used to like a lost dog." And they just stuck. Lost
Okay.
dog just stuck when I was in the Naptown Riders.
Okay.
Oh man. All right. Then and you carried that name since.
Yep, ever since.
All
Nice.
right.
Nice.
There you go. There you go, sir. Hey, we got a question coming in from Mr. Russell Brown like that. He says, Lost Dog, do you still go on the set every now and then?
Yeah, I show up every now and then. I try to show up at our annual every year in Frankfort, Kentucky. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the only free party in the nation. It's the week after the roundup. Always the week after the national roundup. It's the only free party in town. It's growing and growing and growing, and little people in town tried to stop it, but they say it's too damn much money coming in there on that weekend. So it's still going
Right.
on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
Indeed.
it's
Indeed.
just a backyard party. Is all it is.
Right.
We don't charge to get in, nothing. You come in, you bring your own beer, or buy a beer, whatever. Ain't nobody. We ain't trying to make a killing or nothing. It's just something that's been
Right.
going on for years, and this we just want to keep it going. Hope we
Right.
can hit the lottery or something so we can buy that big lot up there by the interstate. So it'll be enough room for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Hey, Lost Dog, I got two questions. The first one going to come from Baldhead Nasty Dahuru MC. He says, what is the next annual for Flying Panthers for next year?
Nashville,
Nashville,
our chapter,
our chapter,
and it's February.
February the 18th.
Yes.
February the 18th, Nashville chapter Flying Panthers annual dance.
Okay, February the 18th. There you go. Baldhead Nasty. Hey, listen,
Ball
I
head
have to
nasty.
ask you, sir.
Wait, ball head nasty. What I put he with?
Dahuru MC. I don't think he's the bald head nasty that you thinking of because he's
Okay.
not that old.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
He's
I
not that
got you.
old.
I got you.
Hey, bald head, yeah, you ain't in that category yet, my brother. But listen, I have to ask you, Lost Dog. You are considered an OG in the motorcycle culture with all the time that you have, the different organizations you have, the lifestyle that you live. What do you feel as though your role is now for the younger generation, for the era now of motorcycling and the motorcycle culture?
Well, if I'm around them, I'll take, for instance, several years back, some real young guys that had joined up with Sin City Disciples. They kind of cornered me and started asking me a bunch of questions. I think it was up to Larry's place. He was up at Larry's place. And I was sitting there talking to them, and they just kind of like sit down and like had their mouth dropped open. And I'm telling them about the life. And they were listening, and it just surprised me. But I'm not gonna tell you anything that I think is a lie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be straight with you on everything you ask me. And that's my whole life. That's what I do. Somebody asks me something, I'm gonna tell them straight, whether they like it or not. I don't give a damn. You ask me, and I'm telling you how I feel about it. And if that if that occurs, somebody come to me and wants to sit down and chat. I'll tell them about it and what to expect. What you can expect out of this lifestyle, and it's up to you what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And as far as like you say, being a soldier in the organization, getting involved with the politics of it, just trying to steer their way through and living that brotherhood lifestyle.
Well, I just try to steer them away from that politics shit. I tell them don't try to be nothing but be a good member, be a good soldier and a good member, and let them fight it out. Who
Right.
wants to be president and everything? But just keep to yourself, to your own self. Be true. I guess that's the best way I can describe that.
Mm-hmm.
Be true to your own self. What you want to
Mm-hmm.
do.
Right. And I have one last question that I wanted to just ask you, Lost Dog. Out of all your time in the motorcycle culture, all the riding that you've done, the places that and the people lives that you touch, what do you want to be most remembered by?
It's that guy you could count on, up or down, in and out, baby. Just that guy you could count on. I'm there for you, whether I like you or not. You're a biker. And I used to tell people, I said, I I've stopped for people on the side of the road that I didn't know. They on the side of the road with their bike, pull over, see what's up. Because I had them do that to me. White ones, Hispanic, everything. I'm sitting on the side of the road waiting for somebody that's late. He's supposed to be going, so I'm sitting on the side of the road waiting on them. You all right, brother? I'm good, baby. And that's what you should do, because you never know what's going on with that biker. Well, I'm going to tell you this one little
Mm-hmm.
story. I was delivering a load of steel up in the shipyards in Virginia. And passed this little white boy on his Harley, done broke down. And I just went on up. I was like about 5 or 6 blocks from the truck stop. So I just went up to the truck stop, dropped my trailer, went back down there, and I said, "What's up, man? You okay?" He said, "Oh, still they ain't quit on me, but I think the battery's dead, just completely dead." I said, "Well, here, put this strap on there, and I'll pull you up here, and we'll take a look at it." And I put him up to the truck stop, and sure enough, it was his battery. They put some acid in it and got him cranked up. But his clubhouse was like about, five. He was almost to his clubhouse, but he said he couldn't get nobody to answer the phone. So I said, "Well, I got you. Where you need to go?" I said, "I'll follow you down there, make sure you get there." followed him down there. Saw what it was. I saw some jet bikes out there. I said, well, shit, I'll come back down there and have a beer later on. I went back to the truck, so I got, washed up and cleaned up and went back down there. I walked in the door, this great big rebel flag hanging on the wall. I said, oh, shit. I said, oh, shit. I said, oh, man. So I'm in here now, okay, you can't act scared because you done busted through the door and all of them looking at you like, nigga, what you doing? One of them asked me, said, nigga, what you want? I said, cold beer if you got one. I didn't know what else to do. And as soon as I said that, that dude I helped was laying in one of them little cafe seats. He raised up. He said, that you, dog? I said, yeah, man, what's up? He said, man, he all right. He got me up here. Oh, I was gold then. Thank you, Jesus. But that's a story I never will forget. Oh, man. I saw them jet bikes out there. I was, okay, ain't no outlaw club, I was just go on in there give me a beer. Shit, that damn rebel flag was about big as my house. That's a hell of my ass.
But that's just definitely making those bonds and connection.
Yeah.
That the younger generation need to hear.
Yeah.
When you're on that highway, man, it don't matter. I've heard of stories of even rivals sometimes helping each other out, broken down side the road.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I've seen it. I've lived that lifestyle. People don't talk about it. It's just one of those things where we just did it because that's what we supposed to do. Right.
You just
do it.
You
just do it, Right. Good deal, Lost Dog. Good deal. Lost Dog, is there any final words? I'm sorry, Doc. You had a question for the missus?
I did. Is she still around?
Yeah, she right by my side.
Hello.
And
always.
And I love how you are by his side, like the way you are.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you. He's a good guy. He's a wonderful man.
That's amazing. Hey, Lost Dog. I
had to change some ways though. I had to change some ways.
There you go, Lost Dog. Tell us how to do it, man. Tell us how to do it, man.
Stop though. Train stop.
I couldn't do it all at once. I knew I wanted.
Train stop.
I had to change some ways from where I was.
Very slow.
Because I was really out there, baby.
It was very slow. Stop.
Okay. Hey, so my question, this question has been burning inside of me, right? And so being a woman on the set, you don't ride, right? And so you are.
I ride because when like he said, he's a disabled vet and his niece just got bad. I was like, no more backseat riding for me. So Sambo out of Naptown Riders, I can't think of the other guy, but he's a retired police officer, retired police escort officer. They have a bike training class. They're really, really great teachers. So no, I ride, and then he bought me what I forgot because we sold our bike when we stopped riding 5 years ago.
An intruder.
Yeah, so no, I love riding. It's like the best thing. I don't think we need psychologists. We just need to teach people how to ride bikes. Wind therapy is amazing.
I'm telling you.
You talking about Uncle L?
Yeah.
No, Uncle L. No, I was. No, I'm talking about the guy who.
I thought she actually knew Uncle L.
No, she did not ask me if I knew Uncle L. She's talking about who Sambo. I can't think of that guy's name. He's a retired police escort officer.
Okay.
But anyway, they're great. Bike teachers.
Did you have problems with women on the set when you came in?
God.
Yes.
The
set culture is subculture, you know. And I get, and like 6, 7 years in, I get it. I was like, oh, that's why they didn't like me, because they like, who is this girl, you know? Because like I think my husband mentioned it earlier, you always know who you're around, even they're not a part of your club, the club organization, your club you're in. So a part of it I know is because I am different. I've never been around bike people. But I'm a type of person, you don't have to like me, but you will respect me. And do not let the smooth taste fool you. So, but yeah, they thought I was this little country girl from Giles County that was a cream puff, but they got puffed. So yeah, for sure.
Oh man. Oh man. I love it. I love it.
So,
Lost
because
dog.
I don't cause trouble. I love people, and like my husband said, I really love the camaraderie. I remember when I first started coming around the bikers, and that was before I became a Flying Panther. I was like, who are these people? I love these people because everybody gave me a hug. I love. It was like I felt like it was it was just so much love, and to be honest, even because I hadn't even met him yet, like he said, I was dating this other guy that was trying to get in the club, but I don't know if we were dating. Anyway, that's another story. But I just felt so safe. I felt so comfortable, and then I love the connection. I love speaking with touch. I love how we really initially I feel like have a baseline true love for one another. Is I don't know what's changing and why I mean, I know things have to change. I just don't know why it's changing in a certain direction that I feel that I didn't feel, I necessarily don't always feel that I felt 20 years ago. But yeah, absolutely, it was conflict with girls. I'm different, and as you can tell, I talk country. I'm country. I'm not from Nashville. I noticed Nashville is just a big old little city. So a lot of people, they knew each other, but nobody knew me. And I don't know, I just think that's general with some women sometimes, and people general actually. It's that, yeah, they try to generalize you without getting to know you. Definitely on the bike set, it's like, wait a minute. And then, and dog who he was already who he was, and everybody knew him. They was like, well, what is she doing with him? So it was yeah, it was definitely some getting used to, but I was so grateful for the very, very nice sisters that I met. I have a sister out of Chicago. I know she will love me forever. Her name is Santana. I made some really good sisters that are not even in the Flying Panthers. But definitely it was conflict because, like I said, it's a man's club, but a lot of the properties and women on the set, the social clubs, they're the ones the territorial. Those are the ones everybody got to look out for.
Hey sis, I got a question for you from Bald Head Nasty. Was you ever a property?
I'm retired now, and I don't know if I can tell them this, but I was an officer. I was a secretary for the Flying Panthers. Tennessee chapter for 13 years. I'm a retired member now, but I'm a retired property. Absolutely.
Okay. Well done. Well done, you two.
Well done. Well done, you two.
Well done,
Man,
you two.
Thank you.
listen,
Thank y'all.
Doc, listen, Doc,
Doctor, can I say one thing? Thank
yes,
you. I
yes.
was never ever expecting you to answer me so quickly, Dr. Remy, and I'm just so grateful because I know my husband. He loves. I met him at the motorcycle club. I met him at Steel Horseman. Yeah, I know he just loves it. He's a soldier, literally and in heart, and he just loves it. And I'm just so grateful for him getting this opportunity, and so grateful and thankful for y'all to give him this. Thank you so much. He so deserves it. He loves our country. He loves the Flying Panthers. He loves the ride. So thank y'all. He so deserves this. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. Definitely, indeed. And listen, we're gonna do this right here, Doc. We're gonna give them a big old round of applause for coming on the show tonight, doing an outstanding job. Lost Dog, we want to thank you, man. Truly enjoy hearing your legacy, everything that you put down, even dropping some nuggets of wisdom for this younger generation out there, getting it in. And that's why I asked that question. You know, your role as being that OG, and you're still living that role. You know, you're still speaking that wisdom into existence. So again, thank you, sir, for coming on and sharing that with us. Man, I mean, man, Doc, I'm lost for words, man. We've been asking questions. He's been giving it to us raw and uncut, man.
That's the only way I know how to do it, baby. You ask me, I'm gonna tell you.
Awesome job.
I know I get around kind of younger members a while out in my chapter down here. He said, I don't go over that much no more, but when I do, he said, come give me some of that wisdom, baby. I said, well, I got it. I'll tell you what I know. That's all I can do, baby. To tell you what I've learned.
Hey, it's been an honor having you on the show, Lost Dog. It has truly been an honor.
All right, thank you.
We will
guys.
be in touch with you, sir, and yes, sir, and hopefully we'll try to make that annual February the 18th, 2026.
It's the 21st. Oh,
It's
the 21st? 21st. Okay, 21st.
21st.
Okay, 21st.
Yeah, we got a clubhouse over off of Dixon Road, and it's about, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes from where we have our party at. It's about 10, 15 minutes to get over there to where we have our party at. Yeah, clubhouse is on Dickinson Road.
Okay.
And
good deal.
That's where we have our meet and greet, and we have a big party over there at the place we've been having it for years. I think we got a 5-year lease on it now. That would be nice. I know it. I'm just saying would be nice. That's the president. That's the president now. Okay,
good
guys.
Deal, good deal. All right, sir. Thank you very much. We're gonna just send you off on a big old happy good night there, and hopefully we can try to make it out there in February.
All right. Please do try.
Okay.
All right. Y'all take care.
All right. Love
Good
y'all
night.
much.
Good night, y'all.
Ride easy.
Love y'all too. Good
Ride
night.
easy now.
Good night. Ride easy. Ride easy. That's what I'm talking
Ride
about.
easy.
All right. Doc.
Hey.
Man. Hey.
Hey.
What? We're killing it. We're killing it, Doc. Oh my goodness. Great show, Doc. Great show, man. I think we did it again. I think we knocked this one out the park. Very informative, intuitive questions. You know, brought out his legacy, and share some of that wisdom, and old school wisdom of going back, man. I love it. That's what I love. That's what I love. So listen, Trip Talk is gonna be coming up Thursday. Trip Talk is gonna be coming up Thursday.
Who we got on there? Who we got?
It's gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be a surprise.
Oh, okay.
See that? We can't even get ready for this one. It's gonna be a surprise. But listen. We want to thank everybody. I know I put a blast out earlier, just kind of thanking everybody about how we're trying to just establish the podcast and how we're trying to improve it and be better to try to get a broader audience. We hope that the material that we're bringing y'all are relevant to the culture. We're trying to capture a little bit more people's legacies, not just the writing aspect of it, but their time in the culture.
Yes, sir.
Indeed. Yep. So once again, we want to thank all of our subscribers. We want to thank all of our supporters to the podcast. We greatly appreciate you. Well, Doc, before I send you off, I want to just say this right here. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Remy. In the building. Happy birthday to you. All right, Doc.
Thank you. Thank everybody.
Indeed, Doc. All right, Doc, you have a good night.
Good night.
All right, folks, I'm out of here, man. We enjoyed having Lost Dog on. Great show. Doc Remy knocked it out of his park as always, man. She is the greatest host there, a co-host there could be, man. Greatest co-host there could be. All right, folks, I'm gonna get ready to get out here and start beating my gum. Well, look, You know what my motto is, man. Aspire to inspire. And if you do that, you'll definitely be legendary. All right, folks, I'm out of here. Y'all have a good night.
What's up, beautiful people? It's your girl, Most Wanted, in the building. You already know the vibes. Inspired by KSolo, the writer. If you haven't tapped into the podcast yet, you're missing out. Go check it out, catch a vibe, and get inspired. If you're already tuned in, keep that energy flowing and that podcast on lock. This your girl, Most Wanted. I'm out.
Yo, it's your girl A Boogie. Big shout out to KSolo, the writer, holding it down with the writing with KSolo podcast. If you love the open roads, good vibes, and real writer talk that hits home, this is where it's at. Keep it locked in, keep it rolling, and remember, like KSolo always says, be legendary.